spirit. This is when they just get a shock and they realize, oh, okay, I'm in Ghana, things are different. I told you the story of the returnee.
It's time to quit. And the funny thing is, Ghanaians will let you know you're getting old. Oh yeah, a few years ago, everyone go, hey, cancer, oh, baby, oh, cancer. Now when I'm walking around, hey, Bobby. I'm serious, man. So when you hear Bobby, it's a signal, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a how you do, man. I walk with Lexus, right? You're the man. All right. So, well, oh, that is it. Poppy. But you know, I can handle it. I can handle it. What I can handle is the way, you know, when guns say it's nice. No more. You know, no more connotes some respectability. You know. Yeah, what you no more? Cool. But if you want, I want. That kills me, bro. But I like how the G girl says, man. You know, the G girl says, Popsy. You're coming. When I hear Popsy, I'm like, you know, I feel swag, you know. And the thing is, I call you, I need you, no heart.
Simply the best. That's what we are. That's who we are. StarRFM.com.gh. Star 103.5 FM. Simply the best. And what an evening. What a day to be doing this. But it said that one good turn deserves another. And I'm happy to be in the city doing this one. To a great man that I respect and I have so much love for. And the day is here. You know, there are only two people who can tell you the truth about yourself. An enemy who has lost his temper, or a friend who loves you dearly. Good evening and welcome to Ghana's #1 personality show. This is Starr Chat, and my name is Bola Ray. My guest is a man who is inching close to
103.5 FM.
the 70 mark, and that has no problem at all telling the truth. A year older than Ghana, he was born in 1956, and he has seen it all, if you ask me. born the fifth born of 6 siblings in the garden city of Kumasi, or Sekrom, to Right Reverend Godfred Kwaku Sintim-Misa, a former moderator of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, and Mary Ofoyiwa Sintim-Misa. He attended UST Primary School, Presbyterian Boys Senior High, and Prempeh College. Upon completion, he received specialized training in at the renowned National Film and Television Institute, NAFTI, we call it, here in Accra. Now, anxious for deeper investigation into performing arts, he left Africa for major acting and directing at Trinity College in the States. Went on to earn a Master of Fine Arts and Film Production from the New York University. Back home, he's done a lot. But before that, he launched his acting career with a variety of off-Broadway and public theater roles. He also appeared in American crime series Law and Order, drama series Medal of Honor, RUG. So, you know what? He's seen it all. Been there, done that. Our guest is KSM, the man who became the first African to stage an original off-Broadway play when he produced Thoughts of a Confused Black Man, a one-man show about race in the US of A. In 1997, he returned to Ghana. Shortly after getting back in the country, he was the first to give, I actually gave him the first interview, major interview on radio, after which he took to become one of the most sought-after radio talk show hosts in Ghana. I remember his show, Talk Shop, introduced Ghana to broadcasting potential for generating controversy and dialogue. I remember mid-mornings, he used to be out there, combative, confrontational, and that style was shocking. He discussed relevant national issues like no other. Talk Shop on Vibe 91.9. He continued to refine his style with Nyamesom Yede, which inspired Ghanaians to think beyond religion to define their broader spirituality. Indeed, we need to celebrate this man. He changed the game. After making a name for himself as a radio host, he created what has become one of the best and, of course, one of Ghana's most popular talk shows. Thank God It's Friday, TGIF. We'll ask him, he's been running for how many years now? First broadcast of its kind to fuse serious talk, education, and humor. He won the Radio and Television Personality Entertainment Show Host of the Year 2011 for TGIF. He's written and starred in numerous plays. We can talk about Saga of a Returnee, Ifia Sorebo, Politically Incorrect. Wow. He's a colossus. And that is why we're celebrating him today. KSM's live performances, he uses comical characters to illustrate key social and economic issues, and of course, political issues concerning Ghana. Tonight, he's in the seat. Our guest, none other than Kwaku Sintim-Misa, popularly known as KSM, on the award-winning show Starr Charts. KSM, good evening and welcome.
Massa. Where did you get all of that? Can I borrow it?
We're celebrating a great man, and we need to do our homework. So the team, and we have one great production team.
Things you reminded me I've done.
No, you've done all of that.
I said that? Oh my goodness.
Wow. You're ancient 70. You don't look it at all, KSM.
Really?
Life is good. You look good. God has been good.
Yes.
Indeed.
I've been through a lot, and
You've been through.
standing tall.
Tonight we'll talk about the lots.
Okay.
We'll talk about it. So we're here on Starr FM. We're also live in Kumasi on Ultimate FM. In Takrady, you're listening to us on Empire FM. And if you're in the Eastern region in Nkoko, you're listening to us on Ago FM. Starr Chart is proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. Haptel is everything you. Coa Plus Mixture for your general well-being. And GCB Bank, your bank for life. My name is Bola Ray, and you're most welcome. So, Kwaku Sintim-Misa, The big
Bola,
man. Yes, sir.
You are the first person to
Yes,
interview me
yes.
way back then. Oh.
Way back.
Not that you are an old man, you are a small boy.
You
I
see
don't want
much.
people think, hey, why didn't you get it when you in
Yeah.
there? Who?
Yeah,
I remember back in the day you were talking
I know.
about talk shop and
Yes.
and then some
nostalgic
what they call me-
memories, huh?
Oh yeah. They said they want to talk to you at the Radio University.
That's right, Radio University. I was then a student.
This guy called Bola Ray. I'm like, whoa! And today, look,
We're
you're
here.
a big man.
No, we're here.
You are Bola Ray.
Welcome.
You're the man.
You are the
Thank
boss,
you.
sir. And pleasure to be doing this. I'm honored and humbled as well. So now, I don't know whether you've retired, you're still active, but I know you run a hotel or a guest house. You run a hotel in Ebri. Is that right? How is business and the economy
it's a
treating
joint
you?
ownership with my wife.
Oh, with your wife?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. And she came up with the idea of getting into hospitality.
Hospitality.
Yeah. So I said, okay, let's venture into it. You know, business has been good.
Okay.
We opened the hotel just around 2019, and COVID hit.
Oh.
So we went down for
What is it called?
Cactus Creek.
Cactus.
Cactus is all my wife's fault. Too. She
Cactus
likes, yeah,
Creek.
there's a you know the plant.
Yeah, cactus with the thorns.
She loves
Okay.
them.
Oh.
So she liked the name Cactus, and there also happens to be a creek within the hotel. Further down. We
Oh,
haven't developed
lovely,
yet, but we're working on
lovely,
it.
lovely.
So she put the two together.
So for anyone listening, Cactus Creek,
yes,
in Ebri.
in a brie.
Wow.
Your team came there yesterday.
They
to
loved
talk
it,
to-
yes.
Yeah. And
Francis
the lady
told
said-
me about it.
I asked the lady, "Have you been here before?" KSM, I didn't know that we had a heaven in Ghana. I was so flattered.
Wow, it's a sweet heaven. You know, so Ghana is a good place to be an entrepreneur, right?
It's a tough place.
Oh, Ghana is a tough place to
Ghana
do
is
business.
a tough place to be an entrepreneur, but when you stick in and persevere and focus, is rewarding.
Wow.
But the start isn't easy.
So it's been challenging for you, KSM.
Very, very, very challenging.
Why?
You know.
Why?
But the thing is bringing it up to a certain level where the people will appreciate the work you're putting.
That's right.
And when they do, they respond positively.
I love that.
You know, they don't want to come to a place and it looks like it's work in progress. No. They want to know that a lot of work has gone into this.
That's right. That's right.
So it's tough, but it's doable.
It's tough, but it's doable.
Yes.
Well, some words right there. But also, let's talk about the economy. How's that treating you and your
It's tough,
business?
you know, because it's hospitality, it's about the food you serve, it's about
Right.
what they eat. And so you have to really play this seesaw game of watching the price. If you overprice, you get in trouble. If you underprice, you lose.
Wow.
If you overprice, you lose. You know, so you have to find other ways of making them happy, including the food, the accommodation,
3.5
the
FM.
events. It's all blends into this hospitality game, and you have to have a way of making
Going
sure
around
that,
it.
yeah,
Wow.
every aspect of it is well and kicking.
Your life has been, a roller coaster. Ups and downs. You had your own fair share of, issues and challenges. But tell us about it. Earlier, you were talking about challenges in life. How has it been like for KSM these years, past years?
Actually, the basic challenges in life never got to me because I expect those things in
Like
life.
what?
Well, like nobody understanding you, and not just understanding, they actually go out to make sure that they distort what you stand for or what you say, so that they create a certain impression of you out there for people to believe. You know, those are some of the things that initially bothered me, especially when I started Talk Shop.
Right.
You know, I consciously made a decision that I want to really hit people, and I realized that the only way I can get their attention is to border on controversial.
Right.
So I knew I was being controversial.
So you knew it, and it was
Yeah,
deliberate.
yeah.
It was intentional.
It was intentional because I knew that when I did that, I would get the attention.
Did they come after you?
Oh yeah, I remember the first time I was really in trouble was when I did a show on pastors, and that was the first time in Ghana on radio that people have been bold enough to criticize the wrongs of certain pastors. And I went on there and I did it, and boy, did I get threats. You know, I mean, I remember a time where
What did he say about the man of God?
Well, I said basically that most of them are claiming to be men of God, but they don't know God, you know. That was the basis of what I said, and I, I explained certain things, you know.
And you came on the fire. I mean,
Oh,
that
yeah.
coming from a preacher's son.
Yes,
Do you think
yes.
that maybe you really had to go too far, and maybe you did that?
I guess I did. You know, it's the kind of person I am. My brother Bola, my young brother Bola.
You say it as it is without fear or favor.
No, once I convince that what I'm saying is right, then I say it. If I'm wrong, and I'm sometimes, plenty times I'm wrong, I'm not perfect, I easily retract and apologize where I have to. I don't have a problem with that. But so long as I have the conviction that what I'm doing is right, then I'm unapologetically, you know.
You go all out and say it as it is.
I say it as it is, and let the chips
Fall
where
where
they
they
may.
should. They may. All right. Let's begin, really, and get into the convo proper. Ghana is 67. You were 68, huh?
No, I'm 67.
67 as well.
I'm
You're
ahead of
turning
Ghana by a few months.
by a
I'm
few
in
months.
December,
Ah,
and Ghana is in March.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So is this the Ghana you envision? I mean, growing up, you've been in it from independence till now.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see.
Is there really any
independence. I was-
value
Yeah.
in independence?
But no, that's the Ghana that we live in right now. I'm sorry, it's so disappointing.
Really?
Very disappointing. I mean, Ghana could have been so much better. And that's what pains me, because we always talk about the potential Ghana has. The potential. Let's stop talking about the potential. Let's become that potential that we are capable of, you know. So at this point, I am not extremely happy that 67 years of independence is almost
Starr
like every government has to go
103.5
and borrow money
FM.
from the IMF. I mean, we have grown past that.
Are we resource rich and yet so poor?
Hallelujah.
Are we?
Yeah, as Nkrumah would say, Africa, it says Africa is rich, but Africans are poor. We have the resources to be very, very rich, but we don't have the brain work that it needs to take advantage of resources to become rich.
Really? You think we
Sadly,
don't have the brain work?
No.
Or people are just not putting it to work?
People would have put it to work if they had dynamic leadership that was driving them like crazy.
Is Ghana lacking leadership now?
Amen to that.
Ghana is lacking
We
leadership.
have a complete leadership crisis in Ghana.
Ghana has a leadership crisis. Really, Kesem?
Yes, yes.
Why
You see,
so?
I was listening to the young guys, you know. Now I have the privilege of calling them young guys, the Fix the Nation, and they had the vim, they had the vigor. We need to fix the nation, and everything they were saying is right. However, they're talking about what Ghana needs is a third force. Bola, what's the third force? Technically speaking, right now the third force will be Gum. Chirabusum, because
Like the
he came
EC,
third
yes.
in the election, you
Right.
know. Yeah. So what's the third force? What Ghana needs is leadership. I like the Chinese proverb that says that the leader is like the wind and the people are like the grass. And the grass will bend in the direction
Of the wind.
of the wind. That is what is missing. We don't have that leadership that is driving this nation aggressively.
And that cuts across all parties, political parties.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. We need dynamic, aggressive leadership. We don't need change. The way to fix Ghana is not to change the political party, it's to change the leadership. Because, yeah, somebody can come in and do the same thing the political parties are doing. But you need a leader who will come and steer the course and focus it in a different direction, you know. And I think that's what is missing in Ghana. We go ahead. I see.
What has to change, about leadership across board, KSM?
I think we have to take our country more serious, you know. Even if you look at the example that I always come up with, the vetting process. The vetting process to me is like a sitcom.
The vetting process in Ghana. It's like a sitcom.
It's like a sitcom.
That's so harsh, KSM. Really?
I
They're
know.
putting their best. They are choosing them.
Yes, but when you watch it, the questions that are mostly asked are not challenging. You know, the questions that are mostly asked are not challenging. So the people who are supposed to answer the questions can basically say anything, and they are passed.
So
I don't want to mention specific-
you're worried about the vetting process in
Yes.
Parliament. How our ministers are vetted.
Exactly.
You think it's a big joke?
It's a joke because there are some ministers who have not had a day of work in life, and they are being vetted to take over ministries.
Like who? No, you say you want to be blunt and
I want
open.
to be blunt, you
Like
know,
who?
like the first, the last one I remember very clearly is who was in charge of fishing, I think.
Hawa Kumsi.
Hawa. You know,
No,
somebody.
but
asked her-
she was wet. She
Somebody,
okay.
one of the questions was define. Oh my goodness, some question regarding what is a fishery pond or some. You know, the question itself was flaky. So what do you expect? A deep answer to a flaky question? So the answer to
Star
was flaky.
103.5
I'm sorry I
FM.
don't remember exactly what was said. But it didn't impress me then that if you're looking for somebody in 2023, 2024, in this world now that we're living in, to lead the fishery.
So you believe that in government and not just the MPP, across parties,
Oh, yes.
many of our ministers are not really
Many
fit to
of
be there.
them have not operated a kiosk before, but they are going to be handling ministries. You know, somebody can come right out of college, maybe have 1 or 2 years of work, but because they can get on radio and be insulting and be aggressive, they are named to take over very, very serious. Look, we are serious here. Oh. We have grown past just insulting people and casting aspersions. Let us focus on building this nation. You know, if you're a leader, you pick people who are thinking, who are focused, not the people that you can control, not the people who run to you when you call them and put their hands behind them.
We don't
Because-
need that. But you also want people who will be loyal, people who will be there for you.
Yes.
But also are knowledgeable. And that's what every government will do.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yes, you need people who will be loyal. You need people who are knowledgeable. I am sorry to say that sometimes we replace sycophancy for the knowledgeable. You know, so if you're a good sycophant and you have been heard advocating for whatever leadership, and you sound radical, and the sycophancy is a very fine level, you can be considered.
And that gets you worried.
Very, very worried. We're not joking. Oh. We need serious people to run this country. From where we are now, it's no more time for jokes, my brother Bola.
Wow.
We are living for you. Yeah, there, baby. You don't know. One at a time. Me, I'm 67.
Wow.
I'm not saying I'm dying tomorrow or anything, but I have grandchildren now. You know. I'm
You think we
very-
can do better as a nation?
Yes. We can do so much better as a nation.
We're heading for an election year. I mean, elections this year. Are we more fixated on who wins or who leads the country in the right direction as opposed to, well, let's get it working. How do you see that?
I see that we have gotten all, unfortunately, stuck in the promise syndrome. You know, if you want to win the election, promise the people. Can you accomplish what you have promised? Or that's something for a discussion for another day. I want to win. Let me make the promises. When I get there, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. If I don't make the promises, I'll find reasons why the promises weren't made. And so, sadly, the whole nation has gotten stuck in this promise syndrome. Everybody is promising. And the promises are that vote me into power and I promise you a greener pasture. Really? Where we are?
But what should be the right thing to do,
The
Casey?
right thing to do is to tell the people, frankly, we are in a deep mess. And if we want to get out of this, all of us collectively have to realize that we are all going to have to roll our
But they have to
sleeves.
get the power first before they can act.
Yes.
Shouldn't that be the case? And is
Yes.
that not the case,
Yes.
KSM?
Trust me, when you have a leader that is strong enough to tell the people what the real deal is and let them know, you'll be shocked. how people will migrate to them. I'm using this as an example. Canada, Japan caused a stir in this country just because of that language. You know, he sounded like, well, things have got to change, and let's crack the whip. Let's get this moving. So there was that semblance of, hey, this man, with all his criticism, it looks like he can bring some kind of discipline.
And you think that's what we need?
Pardon?
You think that that's what we need as a country?
Yes, we need
The
discipline
likes of Kennedy Japan to whip people in.
to whip people into shape. We're coming today.
You rather he will lead the country?
Sorry?
Kennedy Japan. You rather he will lead the country and you believe in him that he will be a good president?
No, I'm not talking about him.
Yes,
But the
but he's-
method he used,
use it,
we
okay.
need a leader
Like that.
like that, you know.
But he's like that. So
Well, he is like that.
So
you
is
know?
it something that you will approve and say, well, given the chance, you want Kennedy to lead the country for everyone to see? From what you said.
He sounded very, 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 very intelligent. He sounded like he had the right things, like he understood things. As to whether he could have implemented them or not is another thing. But he sounded like he was on the right course. He said he'll crack the whip if he needs to. And he'll discipline people if he needs to. Even if you're his wife, he will discipline you. This is all good talk. I don't know how much of that is just politics.
But you believe that
that's
that is the
what
way
we
to
want.
go?
Sorry?
You believe that that's the way we should go?
That's the way we should go. You know, there are two interesting leadership styles that we've seen in Ghana that I always, talk about. They are both military.
Okay.
You know, we had Kutu Champong, and then we had Jerry Rawlings. Okay. Kutu Champong said, we need Ghanaians to take over the commanding heights of the economy. You know, so Kutu said, let's bring Ghanaians up
Right.
to take up the commanding heights of the economy. And see what are some of the things that happened at the Kutu Champong.
Operation Feed Yourself.
Operation Feed Yourself.
Right.
Watching mattress. Ghanaian, he was making these 4 mattresses.
Also, it's Kutu Champon who bought watching mattress. Oh.
Yes. Watching mattress. Now, when you talk about foam mattresses, latest foam, all the other foams, but mostly the Benis. Watching mattress. Kous has started assembling Audi motors in Ghana.
Audi motors were once
Audi motors
assembled in Ghana.
were being assembled in Ghana, or in the process of building a plant to assemble.
Also,
Audi
it's not
motors.
today that we're getting assembling plants and all of that here
No,
in
no,
Ghana.
no.
It's been done before.
It's been done before. Where I was in Kumasi at Prempeh College then, and close to us was the New Plant Station.
New Plant Station, right.
And they were assembling New Plant buses in Kumasi when I was in secondary school. Now they move. These things have happened before. Under a leadership that said, I want Ghanaians to occupy the command.
Where did we get it wrong? Yes, and for people, you are old, you've been there, but from your generation, why?
Why? It's because we discovered democracy that we don't understand.
Oh, we don't understand the democracy that
we
we
don't understand democracy. Even when you look at the interpretation of democracy in Chi, Kabi na men Kabi. Who Kabi na? That's what we mean by democracy. Oh, the Kabi na men Kabi.
So you believe that democracy has not really helped us as a people?
No.
Or we don't understand it to actually...
We haven't applied it the right way. Maybe as Africans, we should have decided how we're going to do our democratic practice, but not
follow through the Western...
Follow through just like how they do it in the UK or the US or whatever. So I think that's where we went wrong.
So you mentioned 2 military leaders. You mentioned Kutu Champon one, and then who will be the next?
And then
Jerry
Jerry Rawlings.
It means that you are one who actually go for military rule.
No. I want to show something.
Yeah.
Kutu said, let's focus on taking over the commanding heights of the economy.
Right.
I think one of the major mistakes with Jerry Rawlings was that he was too fixated on bringing those who are going up down. You see, in his mind, we are talking about equity, and equity means we're all the same. So I remember times where we no go sit down and make them cheaters. Back in those days, now we no go sit down and make them cheaters. Where, with all respectfully, maybe the security guard of Platinum Place will be angry about why is Bola Ray coming in a car?
Right.
That
was the thinking back then.
That was the thinking. Rawlings didn't mean that, but that was the thinking that his actions generated.
Okay.
So what if you are CEO, me to me, security, so it sort of distorted discipline somehow.
So walk us through that revolutionary period. I mean, yes, the time of Rollins, the PNDC era.
Yeah.
Was that a thinking of people that they felt, well, we're all equal, like you're saying, Obia and Obia,
Yeah.
on the same pedestal? So what? There wasn't any law and order? Were people disrespecting or looking down on people, disdaining folks? What was it like?
Well,
so
the idea of
the rich were
the idea
afraid.
of Jerry Rawlings was that the rich should not be superior or consider themselves superior to the lesser ones, which I agree with. But the way it was presented empowered people to think that,
It made the poor to feel empowered, emboldened,
which is good,
to disrespect or what?
which is good, but not to lose your discipline. You know, which is good, but not to lose your discipline and say, you know, come on, there's structure in society, there's a hierarchy in society. You know,
Did that regime hurt us as a people?
I think most of the indiscipline that we're seeing now, sadly, had their roots from the religion. And I know that people are going to kill me for saying this, but sadly, this whole
A lot of the indiscipline that we're experiencing now
yeah,
stems from what?
stems from the fact that people say "Obiani, Obia."
During the Jerry Rawlings era, the first or the PNDC era. Is that what we're saying?
Well, yeah, that was part of the legacy,
Wow.
you know, and not the PNDC, maybe the AFRC. era,
AFRs, okay.
because that was the wind that was blowing, you know, let the blood flow. We all said some more. Today
Oh, you did?
We look back and like say we went, yes.
Do you regret chanting "Let the blood flow"?
I regret that I didn't understand that I didn't understand what that meant. That if you want to stop corruption, kill people. You know, kill people and then let their blood flow and then everything will be fixed. No. And that's a mistake that we now realizing that no, don't
On
let
hindsight, you feel that no.
No, I feel no.
Wow.
There should be justice in the system. You can't do anything without justice, fairness, and equity. You know, if you throw most of them out and target a certain group of people and say you are the, you know, that's what people are afraid of now. If I may just digress for a second,
Go ahead.
you know, people are saying that. I remember a quotation that I heard. It said that nothing is more dangerous to society than a person with nothing to lose. You know, they don't have anything to lose, so they don't care what they have to destroy because there's nothing to lose. And I amended that station, the quotation. I said, no, nothing is more dangerous to society than people who create the conditions so that many people have nothing to lose. That is more dangerous. You know, so we seem to be getting there, and then you hear people saying, Charlie, we have to be very, very careful. Or, you know, when the masses get angry, they don't care who they are going to, whatever. But the bottom line they are saying is that the rich and uppity will be at the mercy.
Right.
You know, that shouldn't be the case.
Interesting. So we talked about the military role.
Yeah.
And you're saying that democracy is also not good for Ghana. We don't really understand it. But 31 years into it,
Yeah.
it's stable. Under the Fourth Republic, things are going right. And you're saying it's not the best for us because we've not developed well as a nation?
Surprisingly,
Starr
one of the
103.5
people who have helped
FM.
the stability too was a military man, was Rawlings.
Jerry Rawlings, yeah.
Yeah, whether we like it or not, his era sort of stamped that authority, and we got some stability, you know, during his era, you know. Whether they were coups or not, they didn't succeed, and he seems to have maintained it. And then that led us into the Fourth
So we
Republic.
need to credit Jerry John Rawlings for
the
that stability.
Oh yes, yes, he did a lot to help
ensure,
Ghana.
right.
Yeah, you know, so great. But now I think our understanding of democracy is what we're doing now. For example, you hear that Kolebu needs what do they need for some equipment? I think dialysis.
Right.
And,
Yes.
and we can't afford it, and yet the political party can raise 20 times that amount to give to delegates. That's democracy for Ghana. That's democracy for you.
And you feel sad about it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's whoever carries the majority that wins. So if the majority has to find money and pay every single delegate and corrupt all of them and win, they win.
They call that as TNT, transportation, also helping them to get to the centers. You know,
Yeah.
giving out-
I
yeah.
know, sometimes when you're doing things, there's a nice way of making them sound right. Like if you want somebody to give you, if you are giving bribe and you say these are production costs.
Facilitation.
Facilitation.
Yeah.
On your bribe. These are just facilitation costs. These are production costs, things
And you
like
think that is wrong?
very wrong. Because now democracy is now moneycracy. Democracy is at the mercy of money. If you don't have money, please forget it.
Somebody was just narrating a story that she had 3,200 from, just an election. I mean,
Yeah.
they were going out there to go and vote for
Yeah.
who should be,
Yeah.
their parliamentary representative. And that alone, she was able to amass 3,200 in hours or in a day. Some got television sets and all of that. So you
That's
ask
democracy. That's democracy. You buy TV sets.
because if we have
and
this money, why don't we fix the roads in our neighborhood? Why don't we, make sure that we
in the
we
very
get clinics?
constituencies, clinics.
Yes.
Schools.
So we spend 1.5 million Ghana
Yes,
cedis,
yes,
2 million Ghana
yes.
cedis for the votes. And
the
we
votes.
go to parliament and we're crying that.
Yes. It's a joke. That's the joke of
So
democracy.
you want to strike a balance, and if there's not money, then how are you going to get them? Because they complain about how much they earn, but you spend to get there
Yes.
to earn paltry amounts. So where do we draw the line, sir?
I like what Fela Ransom Kuti put it. Those of us who go way back then, Fela Ransom Kuti said democracy in Africa is a demonstration of craziness. That was his definition of democracy in Africa.
But if we, the people, are also not demanding from them or empowering from, we had one MP just about 2 weeks ago lamenting and saying that, and one even is not going back to parliament because he feels that the demands from his constituents is just overbearing. It's just way too much on him.
yeah.
So maybe it's also, as a people, let's do some introspection. We go to them when our children are sick, when we need school fees,
Yes.
when we want
Yes.
to travel. Why
Yes.
should we burden the MPs?
when you want to buy a coffin for your mother's
Yes.
funeral, you go and see your MP.
So maybe it's also us.
And crazy enough, they too want to make sure that, hey, I want to win the election.
You
what
have to.
about ways they will find out to find a coffin for? They also do it because
So then we are encouraging them to
we
be
are
corrupt.
encouraging them. That's our democracy. Wow. That is our democracy. To encourage people to start thinking entitlement. So we have a whole generation of people who think they are entitled.
Okay, so let me find out this from you. And that's why we're having this conversation as well, getting into your mind, and you've been around for some time as well. Do you
Star 103.5
believe and be
FM.
sincere with us that we're not getting the right people? It's about people who can pay that are getting political office, as opposed to people who have the knowledge,
Yeah.
the brains, who are brilliant to go out there. Maybe they don't have the money, but they have the ideas. They don't get the chance to serve the people. Is that where we are now as a nation?
Yeah. Meritocracy is dead. People don't get things on merit. Actually, Bola Ray, I followed your work. You have a track record of communications, of radio, of that. Because of that, I'm giving you this.
Right.
That is what's supposed to happen. But no, it's like I went to school way back in the day with your father or your mother, or you come from my village, whatever. So so we have killed meritocracy. We don't do anything based on merit and those who qualify. We do it based on, is it a family friend? Is it, and that can never get any country anywhere. So that's what is killing this country, and it will continue to kill this country. We need to, it's like Ghana, I see it's almost like a vehicle going in reverse.
Ghana is a vehicle going in reverse.
In reverse.
That's how you see Ghana
That's
now.
how I see Ghana now.
After 67
After
years.
67 years. And what we need to, instead of, all the politicians are telling us, oh, no, and how fast we are going reverse. When we come, we'll start moving forward. No. We need somebody who will say, I'm going to stop the reversing, at least break the train, let it stop from reversing. And when we have stopped it, and we know that we are now stopped and stable, now let's move forward.
Wow.
But don't tell us in the middle of this fast retrogression, I will just do something by magic and we'll start going forward. So I think
President Mahama says that let's give him another chance. He will fix it. 24-hour economy. He's going to introduce, a lot into the system. Vice President Baumia says that, I know there are problems. I'll cancel, the e-levy. I'll come through. I'll introduce some policies that will help us get to the promised land. I'm a mate now. Let me be in the seat as a driver, and I'll change things. Who do you believe?
Well, let me start. We start with Mahama.
Yes.
Okay. I think the idea of a 24-hour economy is great. It's good to know that around the clock we'll be working and the economy will be moving. The only thing, my free advice to Mahama is to understand that a 24-hour economy is also very possible and something recommended when the economy is running. There's an economy that is booming, But where we are now,
he can't introduce 24-hour economy.
You will have to really, like I said, we're going in reverse. Stop that train. Put it stable and fix everything that you need to fix, and then let's start moving forward. And in our movement forward, fix the 24-hour thing about the economy and other things that you have to do. That's the only thing I'm saying. That.
But you can't come in and, as it is now, introduce 24-hour economy. Is that what you're saying?
No. You have to set things right.
Okay.
You have to set the economy on some kind of firmer footing.
The economy now is not on a firm footing?
No, the economy now is, what do they call those things? You know how you ski on snow? We now perform on snow. It's very smoothly going down. That's how it is.
Really? Free fall.
It's like a free fall, I'm sorry. I'm not making these statements as a politician. Bola Ray. I'm making these statements as a concerned citizen of Ghana, as KSM, who is seeing things, and I live it, and I know, and I'm saying that we need to stop the free fall.
You've spoken about President Mahama. Vice President Baumia says that, give me the chance. I'm not, in the driver's seat now.
Yeah.
I am a mate. I have my own ideas.
I wish he had never said that.
Really?
Yes.
You wish Vice President...
I wish Baumia had said, Charlie, we all said in this MPP government, as Vice President, I did that. We made some mistakes. He should acknowledge we made some mistakes.
That he was a part of it.
I was a part of it. We did this, we did that, but okay, we are asking for that because I'm now going to correct the things. But don't say,
No, but he's not running away from it. He said, yes, he's part of it, but he's a mate. He's not the one in charge. As the chairman of the EMT, Economic Management, he can only advise. It's an advisory role. And the president, the buck stops with him. So give him the chance. And is that the wrong thing to say?
The right thing to say is this. No matter how the president resisted what I was saying, I put it to the president, Mr. President, I'm sorry. This won't work.
He should have done that.
He should have done that. He should have done that. But if you don't do that and you're quiet and you toed the line, and then after that you said, okay, I was just quiet being the mate and I toed the line, so now let me drive. Massa, the mate learns how to drive eventually near the Kanamano. That's the duty of a mate too. You go there to understudy the driver. So the mate understudies the driver, and as they understudy the driver, eventually they get to drive. So you are not just a mate, you are a co-driver. So don't come and tell me now that, they didn't let me drive. I'm sorry, then it's your fault.
So he says that when he gets in there, he'll cancel e-levy. That will not happen. So that means that he's taking charge. Shouldn't we applaud him for that?
Well, I think he's still vice and still very, very powerful.
You want him to do that now?
Now. Do everything that you can do now. Why wait till you get the power, in how many years? Do it now. I did this and this is wrong. We didn't do this. We all did this. But let's start making amends. So I'm doing it now. And you see the difference that will make with people.
We're getting lots of messages coming in. Messi listening to us from Airport Hills. Wow, interesting conversation with KSM and great revelations. When he came into the country in the 90s, I thought he was MPP. Ask him, was he MPP? Then he metamorphosed. He's now NDC or CPP. Where is he now?
Should I tell you a very great story?
Yes, do.
The one who gave me my first job when I came from the U.S. was Nana Addo Dankwa.
The president now
gave
you
I
your
don't
first
know whether
job.
he remembers, but just before I came, when I was in the U.S., I worked on a campaign for one New York mayor called David Dinkins. I was part of the team that was, So when I came to Ghana at that time, I think President Kufuor was just about to go. Yeah, you know. So my brother was very close with Nana Addo. Told him that, oh, my brother has come from the US. He's worked on some campaign. He has some political at the SB. So I went to Nana Addo.
You met him one-on-one.
He's my cousin.
Oh, the president is your cousin.
He's my cousin. I'm saying that today. Wow. And yen chen chen yo. Direct.
President Kufuor is your cousin, KSM.
Yes. And yen chen chen.
And you say the economy is retrogressing under your cousin.
Oh, but that has nothing to do with him per se, you know. But let me tell you this story.
Yes.
So when I went to him, my brother asked me to go to him. Then he called Jacob Bilamte because he was the campaign manager for Jack.
Okay.
So Jake said, okay, come and meet me. So I met with Jake. And yes, they placed me on the Kufuor campaign.
Oh, so you're part of the Kufuor
Actively. As someone that
wow. Yeah.
Yes. I talked to what's his name, Kabne Japon.
Star
He'll tell you today how we
103.5
spent
FM.
hours at the editing room, editing campaign as for the
Materials.
MPP.
Really?
And what will shock you is that most, not all, but a good percentage of the voiceovers for the MPP campaign was mine.
Your voice?
Yes, but they didn't know me.
In the 90s?
In the 90s.
Wow.
It was my voice.
Were you an MPP member then?
I'll
By
answer that
virtue.
in a second.
No, feel free.
Well,
Like
I
you
didn't
said,
want
yes.
to come here.
You are here.
I don't like that.
Exclusive.
Kale, let's
On
go. Why am I coming?
On Star Chat, you were
But-
a Cadbury member of the MPP.
But I'll answer that very, very soon.
Yes, please do.
Now, where was I?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So even back in those days, do you know who got in trouble? Kwaku Sintim-Misa. I don't know if he remembers. Because Kwaku Sintim-Misa said they got a call from Stuart Garbra saying Rollins and Nana Kondo are quite upset.
About?
And Kwaku said, why? He said, but you are supposed to be an independent journalist. Why are you putting your voice to MPP hats? I said, oh,
It's Kwaku Sintim-Misa.
yeah, he didn't even know who was then.
Oh.
That time.
Wow.
It was my voice.
Your voice?
Now, what's the question? Was I MPP then?
Yes. Were you MPP then?
No, I just wanted Kufuor to win power. I was tired of Rollins then. I didn't have any political affiliation per se. Now I'm saying, okay, Rollins, how you be? So
So
you
you wanted Kufuor to be the president of Ghana?
yeah,
And that's-
but that's all. That time.
That time?
Yes.
So that didn't make you MPP?
No.
Never had a card of any political party?
It's funny that
Yeah.
from where I come from, Chebi and
yes.
being relatives with Achim, everything.
The president is your cousin?
Yes, it is traditionally a UP lineage, but I've always been an Nkrumahite from secondary school.
You've always been an
And then
Nkrumahite?
Assam, yes, maybe before you were born, Bola.
So you're not for the MPP, you're not for the NDC, you are for CPP?
I'm not for CPP because they are
Yes,
confused.
Oh, the
It's
CPP
not
is
co- It's
confused.
Confused People's Party.
Wow.
That's what CPP means.
Oh, that's so harsh. Yes.
No,
Really, CPP,
you are
they are
reminding me of
confused.
my talk shop days.
I know,
And
right?
It's your fault.
Tone down.
Please give me some water. and let
Yes,
me tone
yes,
down
yes,
because
yes, you tone down.
Bola Ray is worrying me.
Who, in your opinion, has been Ghana's best president? In your opinion,
Oh,
that's fine. And
take a
give me
guess.
2 reasons.
Take a wild guess.
Nkrumah.
Nkrumah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
After Nkrumah, take out Nkrumah and it will be who? If we come to the Fourth Republic, KSM, who will it be? Ghana's best president in the Fourth Republic?
I think Mahama.
Mahama.
Yes.
It's not Kufuor.
No.
You campaigned and you did a voiceover for President Kufuor.
Yes, I did.
And you're saying that Mahama is the Ghana's best president in the Fourth Republic. Why so? Give me 2 reasons.
I think Mahama has the understanding of where we are as a nation, and I like his temperament. I like Mahama's temperament, you know. You don't get under his skin so easily and get him all riled up because you have said this or done this or what, you know.
Oh, other people get worked up?
Very. No names mentioned. You know how, what's his name, Professor Amate, the way he tore them up. See when Mahama met him, how he went to embrace him and hug him and have a conversation. That's what I like about him. The level of his tolerance, you know. So it's something that I think that...
So you think that Mahama under the Fourth Republic has been Ghana's best president? Who has been Ghana's worst president under the Fourth Republic? Who would that be?
Can I take the fifth?
Oh, you can't plead the fifth. I mean, just tell us. I mean, like you said us
Can
without
I
fear
take
of
the
your conviction. Who do you think that will be?
I'm very disappointed that it will have to be the
Star
MPP.
103.5 FM.
The MPP.
Yeah.
So that is been Kufuor and Nanado. You want to give it to the two?
No.
I said that who has been Ghana's West president, Fourth Republic? Yes.
Oh, for the Fourth Republic.
Yes.
I still think, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry, but I think my cousin disappointed us.
President Nanado.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, I'm sorry. And I love him.
Why?
But it has
Give me 5 clear reasons for your choice.
Of
The West president. Why do you say he is?
the hopes that were raised. Listen, the goodwill that Kufuor had is unprecedented. And let me say here today, my vote is my secret, so I can't tell who I vote for. But today I'll tell you.
Tell me.
Mahama has always been a friend of mine. Mahama, buddy. And you ask him.
Wow.
But when it came to voting,
You've never voted for President Mahama?
no.
Wow.
When it came to voting, I gave it to Nanado.
You gave it to Nanado?
Yes,
So President Nanado has disappointed you?
because I said that even though Mahama is my friend, and there's no question about that, I think that Nanado will bring a certain suaveness to the leadership and place Ghana on a pedestal that we have never seen before. So yeah,
You voted for President Nanado?
yes.
December 7th.
In the strongest confidence ever.
Today you
Not
revealed
this
it.
one, the
2016.
2016. I did. You know, and those who know how I did, well, let me say, now how you and
President Mahama, you're very good
Yes.
friends. Wow.
you know.
You've met him after that. What did you say to him? You've told him?
Well, he hear it for the first time today. That,
Is that going to mar your friendship? Or you-
but I know he's tolerant. I mean,
Wow.
so yeah.
December 7th is just around the corner.
Yeah.
It will be between, the 3 top men. Talk about Vice President, Bawumia, President Mahama, Alan K. will be in there. Who will you vote for? And tell us. It's 5 minutes to 8. I'll be going for a short break. Before the break, who will you vote for? KSM, look me in the eye and tell me.
I'll tell you after the break.
After the break. we just have about a minute to go for the break. Come December 7th, with all that you've said, will you vote for President Mahama this time?
I'll tell you after the break.
After the break.
Yeah.
We'll be right back and saying a big thank you to Haptel. Haptel, thank you very much for supporting us to MTN everywhere you go. You all, did you know that MTN Momo now has an app? Yes, MTN Momo has a brand new app, specially designed to make your Momo experience easier, convenient, and faster. Just download the Momo app on Play Store or App Store on your smartphone and look out for the blue and yellow icon. It's that simple, Use the app for your Momo transactions and everywhere you go. Enjoy 100% bonus when you do just that. Yes, MTN Momo app. We'll be right back with a lot more right here on Star Chat. My name is Bola Ray. We'll be back.
Can you hear it? The freedom in our songs, the sound of liberty that rings from Kaswa to Karaga, from Tamale to Takoradi. It's in the pestles that pound from coast to coast. It's in the busy offices, the crowded streets, and the noisy schools. It's in the wisdom of our elders and in the laughter of our children. It's in seeing how far we've come and looking at how much we can grow. It's in knowing that still Ghana go be. Happy 67th Independence Day, Ghana. MTN.
Charlie, Chairman is still not here. What at all could be the issue? Calm down. I'm sure you'll be here soon. Oh, guys. Sorry I'm late. Koti bab me for road. Sake of my insurance expire. Some long issue, Charlie.
Chairman Pan. Hey, you make Koti bab you sake of you forget to renew your car insurance when you can get your car insurance sticker instantly on Haptel. And best of all, you can set a reminder to renew. Simple matter. Just install the app, enter your car number, and oh la la, your instant insurance sticker is there.
Oh, really? Make I do am now before I forget. But Edemu, Charlie, see, Edemu, insurance can Edemu one time. I can even renew it every month. Wow. Charlie, as for this one, today, as usual, the sitting is on me.
Visit hubtel.com/app to download your Hubtel app and set a reminder to renew your car insurance today. Hubtel is everything you.
It's portable, disposable, and always on hand when you need it. Flora disposable handkerchief fits in your pocket or bag, and it's always ready to come to the rescue. Sweat? No problem. Coughs and colds? Caught safely. Tears of joy or despair? Wiped away. Flora tissues in the form of disposable handkerchiefs, box tissue, toilet roll, multi-purpose towels, and table napkins plays an important role in personal, home, school, office, and commercial hygiene, minimizing the spread of infections and keeping us healthy. Flora tissues are made with premium tissue paper, so choose Flora tissues. To be a distributor, call 0243 033 033.
When you want to eat, just Momo it. Tired of the long queues in the supermarket? Pay with Momo. When you really want that beautiful new blouse, just Momo it. When you want to get a trim and get fresh to impress you know who, just Momo it. When you need to pay your utility bills and domestic staff, Shani Momo. When you want to send love to the family back home, send some Momo. Join the millions of MTN Momo users all over Ghana and live life the brighter way. So just Momo it. MTN.
Bringing you the true definition of contemporary radio.
That's right.
This is Star 103.5 FM.
Right, so welcome back with Time Reading Negwa. Exactly 8 p.m. here on Star 103.5 FM. And lots of messages for you. Kwaku Sintim-Misa KSM. Yes, and this one is from Osekre Emmanuel Akbo. Says, KSM, you're a very intelligent man. You just free your mind. And you're just speaking facts. Okay, so that's from a secret to you. Lordson says that, my boss, you know who to vote for. We want to hear, who are you voting for? Okay, it's no time to hide. And that is from Dejo Lordson. So welcome back, KSM. And tell us, that's where we were. Who are you voting for come December 7th? We've given you the names. And other names that will come up or you have in mind. Who will you go for?
Strategically, I want to play that card very close to my chest until further notice.
Oh, I thought you said you tell us after the break.
Strategically,
okay.
I have to play that card very close to my chest until further notice. I am my back. Don't worry.
You say it here.
I'll come here.
As to who you will vote for come December 7th.
When I'm ready, guys, I'll tell you, Bola.
Yes.
I'm ready.
You're ready.
Invite me if you want me to, or even call me by phone. I'll tell you.
Okay.
But strategically, for now, I'm holding on. Do you know why?
No.
Because I know how the media loves selective attention.
Okay.
There are so many things I've said here today, and I want people to think about that. Whether they agree with me or not, it's okay.
It's okay.
But once I mention a name,
but as of today, you know who you'll be voting for come December 7th. As you sit here, at least you know.
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah. Except I'll play that card close to my chest.
We respect that. We respect
that. Thank you very much.
Let's get into this. And we've received messages as well. We have this one from Mami Osiakwan. Mami Osiakwan says that, Bola, can you ask him what he makes of the anti-gay bill?
Oh, my goodness.
As a piece of legislation. What do you make of it? That's from Mami Osiakwan.
I think it's very harsh. But let me also quickly preface that to say that I haven't read the bill.
Okay.
Everything I know about the bill is things I've heard. And sometimes how you hear things and they are not the most accurate. And
so as it stands and what you've heard, you feel that it's so harsh.
I think it's very
you don't
harsh.
want the president to assent to it.
From what I hear now, if that's what it is,
No.
then let's slow down a bit before he assents to it. Yeah.
What have you heard?
What I've heard, and it could be very ridiculous, that even if you suspect that somebody is gay, based on that suspicion, the person can be investigated and imprisoned. I don't know if these are true. What I've heard is that even close family members could, I mean, all these things, and I don't know.
Okay.
They say I tear some.
Do you believe that it is right for us to maybe pause a bit, do some sensitization, let the masses get to know what is in there, do some public education, and then if we want to assent to it or understand, like you were saying, if it's what you are hearing, then you believe that it shouldn't be passed?
Then I think it's too harsh. If what I'm hearing is true, then it's too harsh. Because I really, and maybe this is just by the way, but Bola Ray, maybe because all the way in school, you know, I went to the school with homosexuals.
Oh, you went to school with homosexuals?
Oh yeah, I mean, the
boys' school.
I'm talking about university.
Oh, university.
My graduate.
Oh, you had a homosexual as a roommate or in the school and.
My classmates. I never had a roommate though, but my classmates, my good for lunch, they were all, you know, and these were decent people. I mean, what they would do in their privacy, but they are decent people. I don't want to, you know. So, unfortunately for me, that's how I was hanging out in New York when I was, you know.
Oh, you were hanging out with homosexuals, and they were decent people. They don't have nothing to.
No, they won't try me.
Okay.
Because I am not.
You are straight.
Oh yeah, I hope so. No, I'm straight, and I shoot straight. You know. But I met them first. I was a little bit standoffish, you know. But when you go to classes with them, go to school, I think I might probably have had a roommate or two. You know, so for me, my relationship was very, very different.
People are saying that culturally it's just not right, religion-wise and all of that. You are a son of a preacher. You tolerated, you know, homosexuals. You were with them, and you're saying that it is okay. We shouldn't pass the anti-gay bill
don't bring
as it stands now. Yeah.
Don't tell me you want to come and sleep with me.
Okay.
If you want to do it,
go and do it. Yeah. You have no problem with them doing it with other people or anything.
If that's
so
what, as adults they've chosen, that's their business.
Really?
Yeah, I won't judge them. So long as they also understand that they can't bring that to me, then I'm cool. You know? But I'm not going to call and say, this person I suspect is one.
You think that as it stands now, that is where we are as a people are, you know, are thinking, how we approach it. And you feel that there's clear and present danger?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of hypocrisy too. You know? I know... Maybe I shouldn't say this.
Say it, KSM. It's your day. Go ahead.
I know married couples, not like different situations.
Okay.
Where a married man is a husband at home, sleeps with the wife, and even has children.
Right. And he's still sleeping there with a man out. A married man doing that.
Yes. Wow. I guess in those cases, in that I don't know whether. Well, I don't think I can use that word on radio. You know, but I know how. Men have side chicks.
Yes.
If it's a man, what is it? A side what? It rhymes with chick, but it's not a chick.
Wow. So men who are married have side boys too.
It happens. It happens. And women who are married
have, you know,
who are
lesbian
with their husbands nicely also have some
girls outside.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it happens.
So you think that they shouldn't be
persecuted
or
prosecuted?
I'm saying that
let's not be so hypocritical about it and say, this can never happen in Africa. Hey, where are Africans from? Mars? You know? So maybe say this will not be tolerated in Africa, but don't pretend that there's something that doesn't even exist in our continent.
People are saying it's alien to our culture. It's just not. You don't agree? I've heard a Professor Gajepo, Audrey Gajepo says that it's even part is there. There are historical, you know, antecedents or maybe things that we can say that it dates back. It's part of us as a people. I'm yet to read the full paper though. But you also believe that it's not something that is not far away from us.
Oh no.
Really?
It's not that far away from us at all. Wow. It's not that far away from us. I'm being real, man. I have. Or should I say, I had a white friend, you know, he is very, 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 and he was homosexual.
Right.
And the sad things he was telling me about his homosexual friends he had at the university was just mind-boggling. He says, it scares him, you don't know.
Wow.
Do you know what is going on at the universities? That's why he told me that he had...
Universities here?
Yes.
In Ghana?
In Ghana.
Whoa.
He told me. That is, homosexual relationships are in the university.
And the universities.
Yes.
So it means that it's happening here in Ghana. So that's why you're saying we shouldn't
So
be
let's
hypocritical.
Let's not be hypocritical and say, yeah, we haven't seen that before. No. I mean, fine.
Right.
If it's something that we want to discourage, let's find ways of discouraging it. But let's not pretend that it has never happened before and it's so un-African and things like that, you know. So that's all. That's my.
All right. So the president has given the strongest indication. I mean, he says that look, the cases at the Supreme Court seeking to contest the constitutionality of the bill, and you know, is made the right call on the matter and all of that. You've made your position, whether you disagree with the decision or not. But what of the threats from donor partners to curtail economic support because of the passage of the anti-gay bill? Where does that leave us?
That is so absolutely ridiculous. Okay? It is not because we depend on you for money, for you to dictate and encroach upon the sovereignty of any nation. You know. But in the long run, that comes as a lesson to us Africans that the begging bowl is over.
Like national pride, economic independence, and all of that.
Did you hear Minister of Finance when there was speculation that we're going to IMF? No, Ghana is a proud country. We will never do that. We are a proud nation. We are not going back to the IMF. Where are we now? We are there. You know, and the president talk about we need a Ghana beyond aid. Fantastic. But he says that while he's on his private jet, them to go and borrow money. So are we? That's what I was saying in the beginning. Are we serious as a people? It looks like the whole nation suffers from cognitive dissonance. You know?
KSM.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, per the plan of work, we should have commissioned the National Cathedral. Are you surprised about how the project has panned out? What is your take on it?
Not at all.
Do we need a cathedral?
Not at all.
Son of a preacher, we don't need a place to worship God. KSM?
We have places to worship God. And the number one place to worship God, by the way, is in your heart. You know? God does not judge based on who has the biggest cathedral. And I think I heard Kenneth Furata saying that if you build the cathedral, it will be imputed to us as faithfulness or having faith in God. What? Really? Look, you see, the last thing I want to say here is that we have made God a petty God. Sadly, the God that we serve, or most people serve, is not the God I serve. The God I serve is not petty. What do I mean by a petty God? A petty God is the one who will sit down and say, but why are you people worshiping on Saturday? It should be Sunday. Oh, no, it should be Tuesday or be Friday. You know, these pettiness are the wisdom of supposed wisdom of
you
men.
Can worship God any day. Don't put a day out there. Say, well, Sundays are for or Saturdays. Oh.
God doesn't care about these things. God doesn't give two hoots about what day you choose to worship. Just be righteous in your heart. Serve your fellow human being. The best way to serve God is service to humanity. End of discussion. You know, everything else is just like something that people say, you know.
So you believe the right from the word go, the cathedral.
So unnecessary with the capital U. So unnecessary to say, yeah, when Ghana has now been able to exploit its own gold and we have all these big things, it's a Dubai, it's like a Johannesburg, we have then great, let's go build some cathedral if you want. It's a luxury thing.
Many say, let God bless us as a country. He will see us as...
It is FALSC, force.
Really?
Yes. And this is the only thing I'm willing to debate any man of God on, that God will give you extra blessing because you've built the cathedral. No, God will bless you because you are now building hospitals to save mothers from lying on the floor when they are giving birth. That's when God blesses you. You know what I'm saying? God will bless you because you are now taking care of starving children who are going to sleep without food. You are giving it to them. That's when God will bless you. But this whole notion of God will bless you because you have built a cathedral
house of worship,
that costs hundreds of millions of dollars. And the Ghanaians are, yeah, you know,
300 million
we are proving that we love God. I'm sorry. You know.
So what should we do with the project, KSM? Abandon it, find another use for the land, complete it?
Or find another use for that. There are so many things we can do with that land. That will, quote and unquote, please God, since we are all about pleasing God, you know. So there's so many things else. But building cathedral.
What do you make of the recent reshuffle? The president just did that. You've been following politics and all of that. Do you think it's a fresh off?
I have to be very honest and say I've stopped even following politics that closely.
Oh, you don't?
No, I've given up on it. You know, I think that...
Minister, well, it's marks of something fresh off the pan. It's great. It's something that...
Yeah, that's okay for those who believe that. I mean, I have no problem
you
with
think that it would not...
people believe it, you know. I think the fundamental issues that we are confronted with in Africa has very, very little to do with playing musical chairs with politics and everything, you know. It has to go back to the grassroots when I'm talking about putting the right people at the right places, making them work. Do you know what I want to see for vetting? If I'm being vetted, for example, for the transport ministry, I come and do a PowerPoint presentation to the parliament. This is what I see. This is that, and give myself timelines that I want to adhere to. You know, I want to see that level of commitment from that level, you know, but not come and sit down and talk about what will you do when you do this, Mr. Chairman, what do you do? It's like a sitcom.
Wow.
I kid you not.
You describe that as a sitcom?
It's a sitcom, complete sitcom.
Wow. Wow. 50 minutes gone past 8. My producer is urging us to activate the phone lines. Well, we'll see. We can pick up some calls, though. 055-288-0216. That's 055. Yes, you have to. 055-288-0216. You can give us a call. Kwaku Sintim-Misa, KSM, is right here in our studios. Well, we'll come through and Sell from Hachu wants to know from you, has free SHS proven to be a successful project, KSM?
I think
your thoughts on that, yes.
Free SHS has proved that it could potentially be very successful. You know, I think, unfortunately, it was rushed, and a little more time taken to implement it would have served it better. That's all I say. But the idea, it's good. I mean, it's in the Constitution that eventually we should have free education, you know. I think it was rushed.
And you think free SHS was rushed?
I think it was rushed. And if we are taking a little more time, it would have been much, much better than we have now. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Well, so as we get ready to pick up your calls, yes, you can join us on 055-288-0216. That's 055-288-0216. What is your question for KSM right here on Star Chat? Well, Philip wants to know from you as well. KSM, do we need... Well, we have a caller on the line. Hello and good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Very well. And how are you doing to your name, please?
My name is Ernest.
Ernest, and you're calling from?
Kumasi.
Kumasi. Great. You're on Star Chat. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, let me go to our local language so that I can express myself well.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
But the self-confidence now, all man, no, baby, original. Then that time, no, not always. Can I echo say, him, not case, not always.
Okay, so you want to find out from him where he was?
He was, yes, that time.
At that time, when Ghana was what?
Yes.
Which time?
Yes.
Which time? Which period are you referring to, sir?
Like COVID time, from COVID time in 2019.
You're saying that he's been silent. Now he comes out and he wants to criticize. Okay. So what was it? Okay, so that's his question. He says that you've gone missing. We didn't hear from you. All of a sudden you come.
Really?
Yeah.
Did I ever get missing? I have a television program every week.
Right.
I make comments every week. So, Pacho now media, Miss Onidium, when I want him, you and yes, Mira,
right. So you've been around.
I've been around.
055-288-0216. That's the number to call. 055-288-0216. And yes, good evening. Sorry we lost you. Hello, good evening. Our lines are jammed for you, KSM. Lots of people want to actually ask you questions. Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, sir. My name is Bola Ray. What's your name, sir?
Bola, my name is Andrews, and I want to just comment on KSM.
Please do.
I would like to say that KSM has been honest, he's been sincere. Sometimes, as Ghanaians, we pretend and we are hypocrites. Besides, in relation to this anti-gay bill, I ask myself, Bola, why would we keep on doing this to ourselves as Africans? Okay? If you want somebody, if somebody decides to do whatever they want to do with their body, and you think in your right soul thinking that you want this person to change or to stop, why do you incriminate the person? Why do you have to jail the person? If you jail the person, what have you done as a Christian? And the sad part is that it's Christians that are happy and wanting this bill to be passed. And it's terrible. I can't believe it. I'm a staunch Christian myself, but I can't believe why I should incriminate my brother that I love so much.
So you are not also for the passage of the anti-gay bill, from what you say,
No,
right?
I
Okay, well, thank you very much. And yes, loads of calls are coming. I know you want to respond to that, but this one is from Abena. Abena says that, good evening, Bola. I remember KSM Talk Shop days. He talked more on the dollarization of the CD. What does he think about the dollar to the CD now? And okay, well, we'll come to you. And Fred also sent you the message. But hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. What's your name?
I'm Fairford, calling from East Legon.
From East Legon. Great. Let's hear you. You're on Star Chat, sir.
So I just want to congratulate KSM. I mean, that's a brilliant submission there. I just like him. He has made my evening. Thank you.
He's made your evening, right? Okay.
I tell you.
Thank you, man. God bless.
Okay, yeah. God bless. And you can also join at 055-288-0216. That's 055-288-0216. Star Chat right here on Star 103.5 FM. Good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Your name, please.
My name is Daniel.
Daniel, glad to have you on Star FM. Let's hear you.
Yeah, KSM, we bless God for having you, for being a source of encouragement to a lot of the youth all these years. I'd want to know two things. One is, how was your relationship with Jerry Rawlings? And then also, this is a double question going to Bola and then yourself. What on the LGBTQ law, I get the sense that, yes, portions of it is harsh and all of it, incriminating certain things may be a bit superfluous. But what of the angle of promoting faith, especially in relation to our children? We are adults. We may be able to choose and say, I want this or I don't want this. But in relation to children, where a child will be taught that, say, I'm not a boy, I'm not a girl, I'm non-binary, I am queer and all of that. What's the angle on that?
On that, okay. Well, thank you very much. KSM.
There was two-part question. The first was...
your relationship with Jerry Rawlings?
Oh, my relationship with Jerry Rawlings began when on Talk Shop I had been hard on him, and everybody knows. And when I did my show called Politically Incorrect, I was backstage when the producer came and told me, Charlie Jerry Abo. I'm saying, you got to be kidding. I said,
He attended your show?
Yeah, he attended my show.
Wow.
With Nana Kunadu.
What was the feeling like, getting to know that this is the man that I've criticized, and here he is?
It was a bit of shock. I did not expect him.
Did you pick on him that night?
Yes! The material was written to pick on Jerry Rawlings, and I was thinking I'll do that because only... but I entered the stage, and there he was right there in the front seat. So I started, that's my man. And the whole crowd went, yay. And he was also, yay. I said, okay, now let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. So I did pick on him. And the funny thing is, after that, I think a week after that, I got a call from Victor Smith. Said, Charlie, woman wants to see you. I said, what? I said, Charlie, the man enjoyed your show too.
Wow.
So he wants to meet you.
Wow. We'll continue with that.
Yes,
I have a call on that. Hello.
Please, yes.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, good evening, sir. And your name?
Yeah, my name is Osebun. I'm calling from Takrady.
Osebonse from Takrady. You're on air. Let's hear you, sir.
Yes, I'd like to congratulate KSM for his bold submissions. But I think there are some areas that
you disagree with him? Okay, like what?
Yeah, concerning the economy. But you asked him whether since independence there have been very good people or presidents and all of that. I think that since Kwame Nkrumah, there has not been any other good president in there, honestly.
I somehow agree with you, trust me.
Yeah, honestly, there has not. In fact, we need to be truthful to ourselves.
No, he said the Fourth Republic. That's what he said.
Well, I narrowed it down to the Fourth Republic, and
Yeah.
you choose John Mahama.
Yeah, I'm still not impressed.
You're still not impressed?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm still not impressed.
All right. But thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very, very, very much.
Right.
I agree with you on Nkrumah
Sure.
as the numero uno anyway.
Okay.
So
right. So let's say you were on it talking about Jerry Rollins, Victor Smith calling you,
Victor Smith
inviting
called
you
me
over.
and says the man wants to meet you. I said, really? So I went to his Heart of Rage, and that was when I first met him, and he was like a little boy, about how he loved the show, and then he was starting to tell me stories. So from then on, we became very, very, very good friends.
Very, very good friends.
Oh, yes.
With Jerry Rollins.
With him.
Wow.
I went to his he
Right.
showed me, by the way, the best Yokogari in Ghana.
Oh, Jerry Rollins showed you
He
the
showed
best.
me where. You remember
Okay.
there were these
Gary
rumors,
joint.
there was these rumors that he went to
Buy
buy a crowd. He went to
credit
Yokogari.
Yeah,
That
he told
woman.
you. Oh, that woman.
Yes.
He took you there.
He let his driver take me there.
Wow.
I actually did a talk shop then, an interview with the No.
We have a caller on the line. I will come back. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello. Well, too bad we lost you. Yes, KSM.
Yeah, so I did a KSM show. That time was TGIF.
Okay.
From the
Yokogari joint.
From the Yokogari joint. I said, hey, how the rest in the famous Yokogari? And he was telling me.
Wow.
The high wasn't true that he came to credit it, but he actually paid for it and things like that. You
So
know?
that was true.
So it's true. So
okay.
Yeah.
What do you fear the most, KSM? In life, what do you fear the most?
You see, my biggest fear was overcome when I had through this, and I had prostate cancer. And I was diagnosed with cancer.
With cancer?
Yes.
You were diagnosed with cancer. Which year was this?
This was a couple of years ago.
And you've been able to beat that or fight that?
Yeah, I went to. I had a radical surgery to get rid of both my prostate glands.
Oh.
And came back to Ghana. I did in the US.
Oh, you did it in the US?
Yeah. Came back to Ghana, and then 3 months later, they realized I still had cancer.
You still had cancer?
Yes.
We'll come back. We have a caller. Hello.
Okay.
Hello, good evening. Hello. Okay. Okay. So, and how did you, so now it's gone, you're cancer free, or you're still.
I had to go back.
To the US?
To the US for 33 episodes of radiation.
What?
And that caused me to lose bone density in my legs.
Your legs? So
yes.
you
So I
now
have to come back and go back into. I'm in therapy as we speak now.
Wow.
Yeah. So
33 sessions of radiation sessions.
Yeah. Wow. And that has really decreased my bone
And
density.
you couldn't have done that here in Ghana, the session, the cancer treatment.
I've been told that I could have done that at is it UGMC?
UGMC.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
But it means that we need to step up our health facilities, because if you have to travel out to get care or treatment. Wow. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Bola.
Yes, sir. Your name?
I'm Joe Takrady.
Okay, Joe. You're on air.
Yeah, you asked KSM about this.
About what, please? Joe. Hello? Hello? Too bad I lost you, Joe. Oh, too bad. All right. So, KSM, we're talking about our health care, delivery system here in Ghana. You have to fly out. How many people have the resources, or and sometimes I think about it that as a country we should, because not everyone can fly out.
Very, very true. Very, very true. And one thing too that impressed me, that while I was in the hospital,
right,
and they were taking care of me, I was no KSM there. Nobody knew me.
Wow.
They were just
at the
doing
U.S.
their
hospital job, yes.
They were just doing their duty as doctors and nurses. And they say, you're KSM.
That's right.
So
no favoritism, no tribalism, no
just the work,
nepotism.
just the profession.
That's right. Frederick Champon says, well said, KSM. I'm glued, stuck in my car. Wow. Service to mankind is service to God.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Ophelia says that I've always respected KSM, but now my respect for him, Bola, is over 1,000 times. God bless you, Bola, for this interview. Well, God bless you too, Ophelia. Ashite, thank you for sending us that.
Ophelia,
hello.
thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Bola. My light dropped.
Is that Wafaju?
Yes, Wafaju.
From Takrady. Yes, your name.
I was asking, I've never heard before that somebody crying out that I'm not getting a place to worship. I don't know if you have heard such a cry before. But we always hear our chiefs and their subjects, school children crying out of a place to go to school, a classroom, desk, common book, and so forth.
Yes.
This is not important, so necessarily a priority to the president. But it happens to be cathedral. Then I'm sorry for the country. Thank you.
Ofajo, thank you.
Ofajo from Takrady. He said he's never heard anyone crying out for a place to worship.
Ofajo, me that's why.
Bernard Arthur says that he should tell us who is voting for Bola. Push him. Okay. This one says that, how is it hash? What is KSM saying over there in the studios, Bola? Yes, we should jail the LGBTQ plus people. Weed smokers go to jail. We love our... Okay, no, I can't go there, Bernard Arthur. Okay, we'll say. KSM is very knowledgeable. He's just saying the facts. Bola, we need more KSMs in our country, Ghana. Thanks for bringing him. All right, so you've told us about your West. What do you fear the most, and what do you love the most as well?
Currently is my wife.
Oh, your wife. You've been married for how many years?
I've been married, well, this is my second time.
Oh, so your first marriage failed?
Didn't
work out.
Yeah, that was about 5 years, I think. But it didn't.
Oh, you were married for 5 years, then you had to divorce.
One,
okay.
The second one is over 20 now.
Over 20 years?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
I can see you.
And she's my pillar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
God bless her. Her name is?
Mavis. She goes by the name Mavis Ampa.
Ampa, okay.
But I call her Mavis Sintim-Misa.
Mavis, okay. What kind of husband are you?
What kind of husband am I?
You answer that. Our last caller is on the line. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Your name, please.
Please, my name is Charles Lavi.
Mr. Lavi, you're calling from?
I'm calling from Michelle Camp.
Great. You're on air. Let's say you're on Starr FM. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, please. I want to congratulate KSM, but I want to ask him, will he really attribute his life success in terms of his health to the grace of God? Because when you ask him who has his first love, so to speak, he says the wife. Or he say the love for the wife comes before that of the sovereign God who has sustained himself and all that.
Okay.
I want to know his stand with the relationship of God, apart from God, serving God in the heart. How can you demonstrate service to God outwardly?
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. So we'll let you answer that. Irene says that, yes, I met him at Akai Clinic. He was finding it difficult to walk some time back. Much respect to KSM. And that's from Irene to you. Okay, so Irene is doing the
Irene, I think I remember those days.
Okay, right. So he says that you should attribute it to God and, know your wife first and foremost. But it's fine. I mean, we'll get all of that. So as we wrap up, you know what? We have our mystery question, KSM.
Oh, really?
So kindly pick one, read it out for us, and then we'll be wrapping up. And so what do we have right there? Yes, sir.
Which human being will you dare not to tell a joke about, and why?
And why? Which human being?
Which human being will I dare not to tell a joke about? Is there anybody I'll not tell a joke about?
No one.
I can't think of anyone.
Really?
Let,
That's something.
I'll joke about him.
You will?
Yeah.
That woman, yeah.
I'll joke about it.
Okay.
I'll joke
The
about
Yana.
Yeah. I don't think
there isn't anyone.
I don't think there's anybody that I can joke about.
Really?
Yeah.
You
If there's somebody, I don't know them yet.
You joke about me.
Oh, yes.
Let's move on to the next question.
Oh,
we have,
I think more than
the
one.
last one. Yes. Which one is that?
Okay. Who should Ghanaians vote for? Oh, December 7th.
Yes, sir.
Mahama Bawumia or Alan?
Alan, yes. Who should Ghanaians vote for?
Oh, I'll tell you off air.
Yeah, no, we're wrapping up. So as we go to who should
Mahama,
Alan Bawumia?
No, strategically, and people will know why very soon.
Okay.
Strategically, it's good for me now.
Not to say.
No
problem. Your favorite song will be what? We're going to actually get that one ready for you on cue.
Go people.
Why that song? Why do
yeah. I don't know.
Anytime you hear that song.
Don't play. I'm a misbehavior.
No, we want you to. We want you to. This is Star Chat. So DJ Castro is looking out for that tune for us. Kwo Bipo. You love it.
I love Kwo. I don't know what it is about that song. You know. But
Right.
the first time I heard it, one time I met somebody in the street and we were talking. He says, I know you like my song. I'm Nanajima or something. I said,
Najiman. Yes. Beautiful tune. So Kwel is also coming up. You know, Easter, everybody goes up there. Kwel. Ever experienced it?
Now I
Yes.
started this hotel with my wife, so Easter I have to make sure I'm here, making sure my people will be happy.
We'll be happy. Well, let's see how that one goes. So. Oh yes, give us a dance. We're on. We are live on Instagram. Yes. Great answer. KSM, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Bola Ray. Thank you.
You've said it. No who's back.
Thank you.
You said it. That's it,
and
man.
You owe me a KSM show.
That's right.
I've been waiting for you.
I know.
I've been inviting you.
We're coming.
You better come.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Such an honor.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Francis Alban, our lead producer. Thank you, Francis. To Erica Arthur, Emmanuel Donko, to Spikey, head of EIB Online. Thank you to Eugene, to Dami, Mante, Banini, Francis Amuzu, Frank Boati, Noah Zuga, Daniel, Enoch Adams, DJ Mono. Well, today we had DJ Castro. Sly, thank you, Sylvester, to Daniel Boati, to Copper and Jonah and Jerry Agbesi. My name is Kwabena Anochedisi, also known as Bola Ray. God bless all of us. Have a lovely evening. We're out.